So, you've decided to sign up for cave diver training. Well, good for you. Believe us, having the proper training and using the right equipment beats the hell out of the alternative, which is dying in a cave. So having made this decision, you may be wondering just exactly what it is you're going to learn. This video is going to give you an overview of just a handful of the skills that are covered in the cave diving course. It is, and this should go without saying, no substitute for 7 to 8 solid days of training with a fully qualified cave instructor. Among the most important skills you'll learn is use of guidelines and reels. Lack of a continuous guideline to a safe exit is the #1 killer of recreational divers who venture into caves untrained. Does it look easy? Trust us, it is harder than it appears. Another skill you'll learn is what we call situational awareness. It means constantly monitoring factors such as depth, time, decompression status, where your team members are, and, oh yeah, what the cave looks like around you. The fact you have a guideline does not excuse you from looking back and forming a mental picture of what the cave should look like on your way out. We call this back-referencing. Among the most important skills you'll learn is gas management. Now, you've probably already heard of the rule of thirds, making sure that at any point during the dive, you always have at least twice the gas you theoretically need to get out of the cave. There's more to gas management in cave diving, however, than simply dividing your starting pressure by 3. You and your teammates have to account for differences in cylinder size, starting pressure, and starting volume. Yet another fundamental skills that cave diving students need to master is the use of specialized propulsion techniques to help avoid the possibility of a deadly silt out. Now, we're not talking about the scissors kick you learned in your open water diver course. Among the techniques cave divers use are the modified flutter kick, the frog kick, and when it's necessary and environmentally appropriate to do so, use of strategically located cave formations to pull yourself along the cave. Right now is when the back referencing you did on the way in pays off. There's nothing more reassuring than being able to look around and tell that the guideline you're following is in fact the fastest way out of the cave. Cave divers are on a first-name basis with Murphy. They know that if it can go wrong, sooner or later it will go wrong. This is why cave diver training includes practice of a number of emergency skills, such as line following in zero visibility while maintaining buddy contact, gas sharing under similarly adverse conditions while passing single file through restrictions so tight that only one diver can pass through at a time, looking for lost guidelines or lost buddies, and dealing with manifold failure or loss of other critical equipment items. Obviously, cave diver training is not for every diver. Many of the students who take cave diving courses are in fact themselves open water scuba instructors, and they tell us that their cave diving course was more challenging and demanded more of them than the toughest instructor program they'd ever been through. Nevertheless, if you're willing to invest the time, effort, and resources needed to learn to do it the right way, then cave diving just might be for you.